Yo, it's Duff for the Cloud Chaser TV, man. We back up in this thing again, you dig? Hey, man, we got some news to report when it comes down to the whole Takeoff situation, man. RP Takeoff. Takeoff lost his life about 3, 4 weeks ago, in Houston at a bowling alley. And, it was a lot of speculation, a lot of things going on. They was talking about Yellow Hoodie, and that person turned out to be this guy named Lil Kim. Lil Kim was recently arrested a few days ago on a gun charge. A lot of people was like, man, they holding him so they can charge him with the murder of Takeoff. But today it's being revealed that DJ Pat, DJ Pat, yeah, DJ out of Houston, he's connected to Lil Jeremy. Lil Jeremy, if y'all don't know him, he's supposed to have some sort of, I want to say he's signed to 4PF, but he might just have like a relationship where they want to sign him of some sort. But he got connections to Lil Baby. And as of now, like they saying that shit, he's the one being charged with the murder of Takeoff. Y'all see the picture, man. Look like an older dude, probably in his late 30s, being charged with this situation. So the internet, is going crazy right now when it comes down to a lot of people were speculating, saying that MobTies had something to do with this. Now, apparently DJ Pat wasn't even invited to this event, because that was a big thing that I was saying on the lives too when we was covering this. Is like, this supposed to be a 50 to 60 people event, dropping low only, meaning that you're gonna get a text or email with the location and the address, and that's only for you. And I'm thinking like, damn, they probably only gave this information out to only close friends and family members. So how did this even happen? But they saying that this dude wasn't even invited, and he don't have no affiliation with Mob Ties. Now, the same day that he's arrested and charged with this, what's more interesting is that today Finesse Two Times came out. Finesse Two Times got an album that just dropped today. He Mob Ties. He like the biggest artist on Mob Ties right now, as we can say. And he had a feature on there. The feature is featuring Lil Baby. Now, Lil Baby, that's QC. So it's like, damn, so Mob Ties still doing business with QC. QC still doing business with Mob Ties. That's some sort of message they trying to send. Like, they ain't have shit to do with it. Which a lot of them been saying from the gate. A lot of different people that came to the internet, they've been saying that the person that did it possibly came from their side. Now, when we say they side, just give you a look like this. Let me say this is alleged, because this dude still got to go through due justice. He still got to get tried. Just because he's arrested don't mean that he did it. So keep that in mind. But this dude is connected more to the Migos than he is connected to Mob Ties. He's connected to Lil Jeremy. Lil Jeremy, look him up right now. Like, I fuck with Lil Jeremy music. Shit hard. I think he gonna probably be one of the biggest rappers out of Houston very soon. But he's tied to Lil Baby, which is the biggest artist on QC. And Lil Baby being on Finesse Two Times album today, it just made me think when I seen it this morning before this news even broke. It's like, damn, Mob Ties and QC sending a message that, they cool. They rocking with each other. Cause they definitely didn't have to clear that record. They could have did just like a lot of other rappers do. Like, hell no, it's gonna look bad. Like, even the message of saying that they together, it might even look like maybe QC backdoored Takeoff. You see what I'm saying? But we get this news the same day. Same day this album dropped, that saying that DJ Pat has affiliation with more so Migos QC than he would have affiliation with Mob Ties. So when it first came out, the rumors that somebody hit him from his own side, shit is crazy, right? Starting to make a little bit more sense. This shit ain't gonna make sense until, court documents come out, until it's all played out in court. It's possible CCTV, closed circuit cameras that was on location. It's a possibility that it's more footage of people recording. You got women there. I think it was even a few, I don't know, was it a few kids there? No, dude, Bush, the dude, the Chucky doll, I think that dude 25. So it might have not been no kids there, but it was definitely family and friends, close knit circle. But it's women there, it's executives probably there, it's people that ain't from the street life that's gonna be okay with cooperating with the authorities. You know what I mean? Yeah, this shit is wild. It's a wild situation, man. Like I said, RP Takeoff. Yo, anybody, I'm on actual Clubhouse right now. I'm gonna drop the link for the StreamYard in just a second. But y'all like this video, share this video on Facebook and Twitter for me, gang. Let's get them shares up, the likes up and shit, so we can get in the algorithm. Let people know that we live. But yo, TB, bro, what you think about this whole situation, Brody?
Crazy, man. And I ain't even think about it like that. Like, you right, they is still doing business with them folks, man. This shit crazy, man. Like, that shit crazy, man. And I mean, I think Lil Cam was trolling the fuck out of niggas though. That's what I know for sure.
Yeah, that's true. And it's possible that just because he don't like that person don't mean that he killed him. You feel me? And I was saying, even doing them videos, I was like, yo, it's crazy, but I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with the fact that he is trolling. It makes me think that he probably don't got nothing to do with this shit. But I also had to think about the fact that the same scenario happened with the Young Dolph case where the dude straight drop was trolling. And it turns out they arrested him for the murder of Young Dolph, and he's still incarcerated to this day, fighting that case when it comes down to the murder of Young Dolph. So I was like, well, it is a possibility some of these dudes they really be involved in this shit, and they're still troll on the internet. Also, another thing that I want to put out there is that some people say that might not be Lil Cam's actual Twitter page, or he could have got hacked. You know what I mean? And Twitter, since it's been around, people have got hacked. That's common as hell, actually, for a person to get their Twitter hacked. Um, yeah, so it's like I don't know, man. It's just wow. Lil Kim, a lot of people in the comments they like Lil Kim is snitching. Lil Kim is the one who snitched on him. I don't know if I believe that either.
Yeah, I ain't believing it. I don't really believe it, bro.
Monique Hill, salute. Yeah, I don't think that he did that. I don't think that he snitched. Like, what would be his reasoning to snitch? They probably already toe tagging who they want. You know what I'm saying? They already got who they want. They already had an idea who this person was. But shit, I don't know. Maybe this person, when they seen Lil Kim locked up, maybe they that was like a go for them to think that, oh, they ain't on me. And they person probably start going back outside. Who knows? Y'all know how this game go, man. Y'all familiar. You from these different neighborhoods. They do shit like that. They'll lock up somebody. It'll be all through the neighborhood, like, yeah, so and so did that shit, yo. He like just like we seeing on the internet, they ain't going to them damn websites and looking and see what he was charged with and all that shit. They going with like, oh, he was arrested. He must have been arrested for takeoff shit. They said it was yellow hoodie. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like DJ Pat could have heard that and was like, you know what? I'm about to go back outside. I've been in hiding. I'm about to go back out. I'm back in the streets. As soon as he stepped his ass back in the streets, this probably what happened to him. He got locked up. Not uncommon at all. Yeah, look, Cam is look Cam, his let me play that video. Cause his lawyer basically came in yesterday and was like, he don't got shit to do with none of that. Y'all need to stop it. So let me find that video real quick for y'all. Look Cam lawyer. That's Lil Cam, Big Lil Cam, or Lil Cam, Big Lil, aka Big Cam. me get that plan for y'all.
So my name is Matt, M-A-T-T Gilliam, Gilliam. I'm a prosecutor at the Harris County DA's office. So just our statement is we believe Cameron Joshua has been appropriately charged in this case, and we're continuing our investigation into the death of Takeoff. Thank you all.
Can you spell your first and last name?
Sure, it's Christopher Downey, D-O-W-N-E-Y. I'm representing Cameron Joshua.
Can you tell us what happened in court today?
Sure. Cameron Joshua has been charged with 2 counts of carrying a weapon, and it has only tangential relationship to this shooting involving Takeoff. He's not being charged with the shooting. I think the DA's office knows the difference between carrying a weapon and a shooting case, and if they thought he was involved in the shooting, they would have charged.
Like social media video, like what we've all seen, where he's in the video carrying a gun. Is that where you think all this stems from? Or?
That's my understanding, according to the affidavit that's been filed in the first carrying a weapon case.
Gun rather than him having used it.
Right, that's my understanding as well, that it's based on a witness's observation that he had a firearm.
And then the witness apparently said they saw him re-racking the weapon.
That's the rumor. I haven't seen anything to support that.
And tell us what happened here legally as far as you guys just respond.
Yes, so Mr. John for an unrelated matter, possessing a fake ID, and the case was reset to determine conditions of bond, whether he'll be held at no bond because it's alleged to have committed an offense while on bond, or whether he'll be given a reasonable bond.
And what's the connection to Takeoff? Why was he at that event that evening?
Again, that's stuff we're all looking into, the relationship between all the parties. My understanding, it was some type of social event. I think some folks were playing dice. Beyond that, I have no knowledge.
Was he playing dice?
Again, we're looking into that to determine what his actions were that evening.
You've seen some of the reporting by some internet websites who basically sort of allege that he might have shot him or be involved in the murder. Can you dispel some of those rumors or some of the statements we've seen on the reliable worldwide web?
Sure. I haven't seen anything to suggest that Cameron Joshua had anything to do with the shooting, that he discharged a firearm that caused his death or was even involved in it. My understanding is there was some type of skirmish. From what I've seen from the internet, and I'm familiar with all the Instagram sleuths, they remind me of the blind guy who tries to figure out an elephant and grabs his trunk and thinks it's a snake. The bottom line is they're wrong. Cameron Joshua did not shoot Takeoff.
Have you talked to him? What's his?
I've talked to him. He wants a bond. He wants to get out. He wants to clear his name.
Does Cameron Joshua know who shot Takeoff?
We will discuss that with the DA's office if we decide to. Right now, we're charged with offenses and we're not saying anything.
What do you mean if he decides to?
Well, everybody has the opportunity to discuss those matters if they choose to.
Does the gun he was carrying match anything at the scene? Have the police told you anything about ballistics?
I'm not familiar with anything associated with the ballistics. That hasn't been made available to me.
When's the next court date?
We have a bond hearing next week.
Anything else?
Nothing further.
Can you spell your last name?
Downey, D-O-W-N-E.
Take a few seconds and get set up, and everybody let me know when you're ready to go. Everybody ready? Good. All right. Afternoon, everyone. Chief Fenner here with Mayor. Mayor, thank you for the support. We're here to announce an arrest, but before I do that, I always start with that human element. I spoke to Takeoff's mother early this morning, and my prayers, and I ask that all our prayers continue to go out to her and his entire family, his close friends, city of Atlanta, and all of Takeoff's fans around the world. We lost a good man, and I didn't have the pleasure of meeting him. But everybody, the hundreds of people that I talked to, spoke on what a great individual he was. We have a special relationship with the city of Atlanta. I want to make sure that stays intact. I want to thank them, the family, and everybody else for patience, allowing us to work through the evidence and the facts, which is most important. I also want to thank our investigators. Here today, Sergeant Michael Barrow, Lieutenant Barnes, Investigator Ross Watson, and also from the DA's office, Ruben Perez and Matt Gilliam, who's worked very hard on this case. All of our individuals, our divisions, our homicide division, thank you. People don't know the hard work that they do behind the scenes, the number of hours that they're away from their family members. So also the gang division, our federal partners, FBI, state partner DPS, and ATF. Everybody took a role in this investigation. We stood here a little bit, I think a month ago, maybe a day or two. Takeoff in custody. So yesterday evening, we arrested Patrick Xavier Brown, 33 years old. He was charged with the murder of Takeoff. Brown was arrested again yesterday evening in the 14700 block of Sterling Green Boulevard. It's located on the east side of Texas. I'm sorry, of Houston. Again, Cameron Joshua, 22 years old, was arrested on November the 22nd for felon in possession of a weapon. I'm going to turn it over to the mayor right now, and after that, we're going to bring up the investigators and then the district attorney's office, and then Commander Garcia will translate for us in Spanish. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And look, let me thank your entire team and all of your law enforcement partners that have been working on this case. Let me thank the prosecutors from the DA's office. I really appreciate their presence and their work. And I've certainly realized that the work even continues in this case. I do want to point out the fact that over the last month, I've had several conversations with the mayor of Atlanta, Mayor Andre Dickens, kind of keeping him advised of this investigation and what was taking place, and talked with him as late as yesterday evening to apprise him of what would be taking place today. Look, it was about a month ago when we stood here as a team to discuss the shooting death of Kirshner Kyrie Ball. Public knew him as Takeoff. We all knew him as Takeoff, a talented entertainer and part of the Atlanta-based group, the Migos. I do also want to acknowledge Councilmember Edward Pollard, who is with us this afternoon. But in more than entertainer, he was a son, a brother, cousin, and a friend, and a mentor to those in the music industry. At that time, we also asked witnesses to help police identify Takeoff's killer and prevent more violence from happening in retaliation. I am glad that a suspect has been arrested and charged with Takeoff's death. It certainly, I think, will bring some comfort to the family, though it does not bring Takeoff back. This is a significant step towards seeking justice, and I hope it also brings additional comfort to all of those who love Takeoff. Over the past few weeks, Chief Fenner and I were asked often about the status of the investigation. The chief kept me informed about the information that had been received, the evidence that has been collected, including the videos, the video that was being reviewed. I want to express my regrets and disappointment that this was a case of a young man taking the life of another young man for no reason. The gun violence everywhere, not just in the city of Houston, has to stop. People are dying for little or no reason, and people are reaching for a deadly firearm to settle sometimes minor disagreements. But pulling a firearm can have deadly consequences that you cannot undo. And so I'm glad that arrest has taken place, that we do have someone in custody. It is unfortunate. It really is unfortunate because it does not bring Takeoff back. But to Chief Fenner, to you, to your command staff, to the investigators, to the DA's office, to all the partners who helped, to those who provided tips, information, let me thank you, and then look forward to this investigation and prosecution continuing on this matter. Thank you, Chief.
Let me step up and make a quick correction on the name. I had a misprint on my notes. It's Patrick Xavier Clark, 33 years old, on the rest of the suspect. Okay. Come on, Sarge.
Good afternoon. I'm Sergeant Michael Burrow with the Homicide Division. The chief was very gracious in recognizing a lot of the partners that we were involved with in this case. I did want to recognize a couple of other people that or organizations that helped a lot with the investigation. The Houston Forensic Science Center, our lab rats, so to speak, the people that do our forensic analysis, they work behind the scenes a lot. They don't get a lot of recognition, and they helped us answer a lot of important questions in this case when others would not. That includes our firearms section, our latent print section, and our crime scene unit. Quick note, just I know there's going to be a lot of questions about the investigation. The investigation is still ongoing. We still have a lot of people that we're trying to locate and talk to. So we will be a little bit short on details here. We probably will not be able to answer all of your questions. But I can tell you, to confirm some of the speculations out there, the event was a private party. There was a lucrative dice game that went on at the event. There was an argument that happened afterwards outside the bowling alley, which led to the shooting. I can tell you that Takeoff was not involved in playing in the dice game. He was not involved in the argument that happened outside. He was not armed. He was an innocent bystander. Some important case factors. The chief was mentioning some of the timing here. I mean, we've boiled it down to over 30 people that were standing outside. We have an exact number. We're not going to put that out. When the shooting happened, literally every single one of those people left the scene without giving a statement to police. We found a few of them that night. We found others since then, but it's important that those people come forward, and we are still looking to talk to a lot of those people, and we will be looking to find you. It will be easier if you come find us. It'll be easier for you. It'll be easier for us as well. Essentially we had to rely on a large volume of video surveillance evidence that came in, and cell phone videos and audio, things that surfaced over time in some cases that weren't available immediately. We had to sift through all of that and use physical evidence and use shooting reconstruction and confirm a lot of our ballistic evidence, what weapons were involved, things of that nature. And through that, we were able to deduce that Patrick Clark is the lethal shooter in the case. And that's why he's being charged with murder.
Thank you, Sarge. At the DA's office.
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. My name is Ruben Perez, and I'm a Bureau Chief of the Special Crimes Bureau. My bureau was in charge of this investigation at the DA's office. I want to thank the prosecutors in my bureau for working extremely hard, and I really want to thank the HPD organization for all the work and the collaborative effort they put into this case along with the DA's office. And I also want to thank our federal partners for their help. And I want to thank everybody who was involved in this case. I want to echo what the mayor said. I want to echo what Chief Fenner said, and I want to echo what the investigator said, that it took a lot of effort, a lot of work, a lot of patience, but we arrested this defendant. We look forward to prosecuting this case, and I want to send our sympathies to the family. And we look forward to prosecuting this case, and we'll see everybody in court. Thank you.
Muy buenas tardes. A nombre del jefe de la policía, Troy Finner, y del alcalde Turner, queremos dar las gracias al público por su asistencia en esta investigación.
Yeah, so we can cut it right there. So So basically, what we just heard is that not only are they still looking for people to come forward, they saying that they got some people that came forward. They saying that they looking for them people now. You know, they hoping they turn themselves in. But you know, also let me clear up this though while I'm thinking about it, because I was thinking about this too. On that picture, MobTies, J Prince Jr., J Prince Sr., and them they had put on there let it slide. And a lot of people thought that let it slide mean like shit, let that shit slide, keep moving on with life, things of that nature. But more information came in. Let It Slide is an organization for the youth inside of Houston, and it's basically to stop gun violence. So that's what Let It Slide mean. I just wanted to put that out there. So when you seen that on Mob Ties, that photo, and it said Let It Slide, that's actually an organization to stop you know, violence inside that city, you know, with you know, targeting youth. But back to this, like this press conference. They said that a lot of information that did come out, like you said, talk about internet bloggers and internet detectives and shit, right? And I had a feeling that was going to happen where, see, a lot of people don't know that a lot of times law enforcement might not have all the information at the time, but as it being released, just like everybody else see it, when we get it on YouTube or we see it on this particular Twitter or whatever, a lot of the information goes to them. So what had happened is, you know how many videos that been slowed down, how many people had circles around firearms. That's how, like I thought about it, like that's probably how Lil Kim even got charged, because he did. They can't identify he was the one with the yellow hoodie, and from them circles that they was putting, it was like he was bearing a firearm. You know what I mean? And that right there, shit, it's on video. So of course people, oh yeah, it's on video. Oh well, yeah, he did pull out a gun. That's how they getting people to snitch, right? But they saying that Lil Kim was not the shooter in this situation. They saying that his bullet, or if he even fired the firearm, because far as they say is he cocked it back and he upped it. So I'm thinking about 90% that he didn't fire that firearm. Now the person that they saying that did, through redoing the crime scene, looking at CCTV, looking at what came out on the internet, they saying is this dude DJ Pat. Now, when this story first broke, it was a dude on Twitter that had hit up Say Cheese in regards to this situation, and he described the dice game. Remember, I think TMZ had academics had came out. He was like, "Oh, it wasn't a dice game," and I was like, "That don't make sense. It definitely was a dice game." And doing dice games, sometimes it can be a lot of emotion and energy. It's people like when it come to dice, it's people they can have $100,000 on them, and they down 500. Now they got the biggest attitude, and they really ready to do something to you over it. So having the amount of money don't really means nothing when it comes to the emotion of what comes with gambling. And in this particular situation, they saying it was an argument. They also said in this press conference that Takeoff was not a part of no argument. Takeoff was not a part of no dice game. And Takeoff was just an innocent bystander. RP Takeoff. RP Takeoff. A lot of people thought that Quavo, he was there. That's his nephew. Why he ain't coming forward? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I doubt if he did, because like doing their interviews, they seemed like they was very spiritual. You know, they came up from a spiritual background where, you know, they probably believe in God, or, you know what I'm saying, some sort of higher being. So they probably just put it in God's hands. But we did see this though. Now we did see a lot of his family members, take off family members from his daddy's side. His daddy's side came out, which is his father. They was all on social media saying that they believe it was mob ties. Now, I don't know if y'all just now coming in here. We got like 421 people on YouTube. We got about 30 people on Clubhouse right now, right? But Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, my bad. So we had end up speaking on the fact that Finesse 2 Times, his album dropped today, and Lil Baby was on that album. And we like, damn, that's sending a message that MobTies still rock with QC. QC still rock with MobTies. The biggest artist out of QC, we would say, is Lil Baby. Right. Off of MobTies, I would say Finesse 2 Times. Y'all get in the comments, let me know. That's just my opinion, right? But for them to come together on that track, and that track is called If You Still With Me. If You Still With Me. It's kind of an interesting name. You know, it definitely sounds more so like maybe Lil Baby, the one who sent him that particular song. And Finesse, you know, got on it and then they let him put it on his album. Because it definitely sounds more so like a Lil Baby song. Which is good. It's like it's showing that they still working together. But back to this Twitter dude. Now, when that Twitter post went up, they said that he believes that the shots came from Migos side, somebody from their camp. Now, people gonna tell me that they seen DJ Pat in pictures with MobTies. Like that's gonna happen, right? He from Houston. He moving around in the music industry. Them dudes been in the music industry for over 30 years. So I would think that he would have pictures with them. But I'm gonna tell you who he's really tied to. He's tied to Lil Jeremy. Lil Jeremy, you know, he out of Houston. You know, I rock with his music. Shit crazy. I think Lil Jeremy probably 2023 towards the end, he gonna be on fire. Real talk. He gonna be on fire. But DJ Pat is his DJ. He rock with Lil Jeremy. Lil Jeremy, you know who he rock with, right? Little Baby. So what this situation is more so leaning like it could have came from, you know, if the police, if you're going with what the police saying right now, because again, that person have to go through the justice system. They gotta have a right to a jury, whatever that case may be, right? So that don't mean just because they was charged, that don't mean that they was the actual person that did it. We'll see as the case go on and what more information come out. Some things won't probably come out where it's gonna be like, man, he did it, you know. But until that comes out right now, we just know that he's charged. And but it's looking like he's more associated with the Migos camp than he is associated with MobTies. And I know that a lot of people ain't gonna be saying that. They gonna still try to push it on MobTies because they got them pictures of him with MobTies. But you know, it just got me thinking, man. Like MobTies had some real success, you know, especially with, you know, the parent company Rap a Lot. You know, what Jazz Prince has done with Drake. You know, got him over there to Cash Money. He just left like a 10 album deal not too long ago. Made a lot of money over there. Y'all know Drake been on top for the past over a decade. Nothing but hits, on fire. So to see like these guys, you know, they say they stand on principle, they stand on morals, even when they is in some of the public light, without the stuff that comes out in the tabloids, you know, with different, you know, cases that Jay Prince Jr. might have had in the past and things of that nature. But for the most part, when you see these guys, you see like, okay, if you is representing the streets, there's probably a way you should be moving. You know, they seem like they got some sort of moral compass when it comes to what they got going on. They look like they trying to change people's lives. Jay Prince Jr. went to go pick up Finesse 2 Times, been supporting him since he was in prison. He didn't know that he was gonna be a hit or not. He could think like I said about Lil Jeremy. My opinion, I think that he gonna blow next year. But that don't mean it's gonna happen, right? But I noticed a lot of people in the comments, they saying Lil Kim as well. They saying Lil Kim because of I played the video right before the press conference today. I played the one the lawyer was speaking on Lil Kim, and they asked him about do he know who the shooter is, and he said he'll talk to the DA about that. That's why a lot of people were saying that they think Lil Kim is snitching. In that is something strange for a lawyer to say. He could have actually like avoided that question, or he didn't have to answer it that way, if you know what I mean. Like, well, I don't know. I guess he did answer it right because he said if that's the case, he'll talk to the DA about it, and that's up to Lil Kim. So that don't mean that he done it already, but that's probably something on the table for sure. They want to probably solve this and get this off their books. Because, like I said, even though they was kind of moving a little bit slow than people thought that they should have, which cases can last. I know people that's in jail for murder fighting cases for 3 years, 4 years. Shit, ain't YNW Melly. He been fighting almost 5 years on the murder. So sometimes this stuff can go on for a long time. But I kind of knew that Houston probably wanted to wrap this up because it looked bad for what they got going on when it comes to the entertainment scene. The entertainment scene when it comes to Houston is big money, man, big business. Festivals there, they just had the 50 Cent festival not too long ago, but they have all type of events that's held in Houston that people fly in from different parts of the country and come and support their local businesses. And that pushed back inside of Houston. They didn't want that to stop, but they know that it can stop if they got these type of rumors on their city that people out there coming out there trying to have a good time from what they seeing maybe on social media or what they hearing from friends and family. And it's a situation where you're gonna probably lose your life. Because right before, you remember the dude Duke the Drooler had died. He died at a dice game. These rappers like, man, y'all better stay away from them dice games. Lil Baby, we spoke on Lil Baby just not too long ago, but Lil Baby, that's how he came in the game, gambling. But you know what he said on a recent interview? That he only gamble with close friends, or he goes to the casino. So like, you got this money now, man. Like, I don't know, because I doubt this is the way people thinking. I can see if they were saying like, you know what, I'm gonna gamble in the hood because even if somebody win this off me, I know it's gonna go back inside the neighborhood. But that's definitely not how they thinking. It's probably more so ego and at the moment you could do it right then and there, that type of vibe. But I think people need to stay away from them dice games, man. Real talk. Rappers already being targeted. This man, they literally just said on his press conference that he was an innocent bystander. Straight like that. That means a federal indictment is about to come down. Yo, Peanut King, I see what you saying. I didn't see him in the video where he come from. Yeah, that's what a lot of people saying too. But remember, they got CCTV coverage. They got extended video plus social media. He said that in his press conference. He said we used on-site video, which is CCTV closed circuit video, as well as what was on coming out on social media, people recording video and audio. And that's how they put that together. So it's probably more footage, bro. It's definitely more footage. The video was edited. They claim they seen the footage that none of us have seen. Yeah, I can I heard about that, and I think it was the dude AK-47. He had broke down something similar to that, and I was like, you know what? That is strange because the dude was sitting down, and then within a second, apparently he was walking past or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like, so it wasn't even the same locate, like it wasn't even in the same like scene like type of shit. The background wasn't the same. So it's definitely probably was some edited footage.
Hey, Chuck, check your messages.
Okay. So like look, new info just came in, right? And they saying that he does have a bail now. And his bail is set at $1 million. $1 million, y'all. He got a bond set at $1 million, and part of the agreement upon his release is that he got to stay away from Takeoff family, Jay Prince, and his family, as well as the boxer. Y'all know Shakur, he was there as well, so he got to stay away from so that's breaking news, y'all. That just came in. It's crazy.
So was Shakur pressing charge?
No, but he was there, so I don't know. That is like he gotta that's what it's saying, bro. He gotta stay away from them folks though. Because another thing they saying though, allegedly he wasn't even invited to that event, bro. He just showed up. So this shit could be bigger than a dice game. Could be some personal shit. You know, them guys, they shit. I think they some single men. Quavo, he was messing with Sweetie, but they broke their relationship off. I don't know if Takeoff had a girlfriend that he was putting out there on social media, but we'll go with they single. You know, they move around the industry, man. You know how them guys with the money, man, with the rappers, you know, it is what it is. It's like it's been going on for years. That's what comes with it. But so, you know, a lot of the regular guys, sometimes they might get they like Future say, you might get your bitch taken. You feel me? So, I hope that ain't the case where this all stems from, you know, a male and having an issue with what a woman is doing. You know, we seen that with the rapper out of Atlanta.
Trouble.
Yeah. You know, where it was over a female, and you know, and that shit, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's more common than you think. That's more common than you think. That emotion that comes behind it. I talked about that with the dice game. That's emotion. Like I ain't seen dudes literally with a pocket full of that money. And they might be down like a couple of hundred, but they start getting angry and mad, like they down $1 million or some shit. The emotion. And you know, a lot of these guys, man, when they be in these circles, it ain't nothing new. They talk about it on music. They be off these drugs, enhancing that emotion. So shit is just wild to me, you ask me.
Let me ask you this though, Chuck.
Yo.
Chuck, ultimately, bro, when you know, despite you know them saying there's a shooter there, you know, so we got the Don. Whose fault really ultimately is this that Takeoff lost his life?
I think probably nobody's, you know, like even not even Takeoff, because at the end of the day, it's an event. They've been, you know, behind supporting different events in Houston that MobTies has been involved in for years. You know, it's pictures, different events, so that's not unusual. As well as you know, they built some sort of relationship. They probably literally know more than half the people that was there, even the people that live in Houston. You know, so all it is like it's more so. I don't think it's nobody's fault, bro. I just think it was a bad situation that happened, you know, that day at that bowling event, bro. And it can happen anywhere, bro. It can happen. It can happen in Atlanta. That same event could have had it been in Atlanta, and it could have happened. You know, I think that little baby put out there that him being as top the top of the game and him coming in, and the stories of him shooting dice and winning all his money, 300,000-400,000 off of people and shit. For him to come out on the interview and say that he no longer gambling just with anybody, like you got to be close knit circle, as well as he'll more so go to the casino. I think that's probably what needs to take place though, moving forward. For real, y'all. Anybody got anything to chime in on this? Let me drop this StreamYard link as well. Y'all can join us on Clubhouse. The link is pinned to the top. Just click that link. Should just open up in your app. You come right in the room. You know, they have a hand raising button. You raise your hand, you come right on the stage. But I'm about to drop the link for the people that don't have that app that want to chime in. They can just click this link and it'll go prompt you right on to the studio and you'll be able to chop it up with me. Yeah, I just dropped that link, y'all. Yo, TB, so you thinking that he snitched, you said?
Yeah, no, I don't think he's doing it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You see Benzino say Lil Baby is the generation's Tupac. I ain't see that. But you know what? I can see how that statement can be made for sure. Lil Baby, you got something going on. Ready to go. He's still young too. Is his sound gonna get old? That's the thing. Ain't this dude that originally did it, dude, a crash dummy. I still believe the dice game was a prop. I can't believe they blaming other niggas what other niggas did. Yeah. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. I get what you mean by that, family. I'm not buying this. This is bigger than what folks think. They arrested this dude, but still looking for more info. Yeah, we watched that press conference. They said new information came in that he got a bond now, $1 million. Damn, they almost got niggas. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and break that news for y'all. Let y'all know what's going on. NBA young boy.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, Chuck. Man, I can't believe that MobTies didn't know who this dude is, and that he just came in through the party with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a hard time believing that stuff.
So my name is
MobTies
Matt.
supposed to be the biggest thing in Texas. Ain't nothing supposed to be moving in Texas without him. So I know maybe they didn't set him up for the kill, but I believe that absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it probably got some wind of it, but they saying that shit pretty much that he wasn't even invited. So a little different, y'all. Shit's wild. You see,
It's fucked up, man. An argument ensued. Somebody dies behind that shit. Ultimately, the shooter got it. The shooter pays the cost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of energy could have been prevented too. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been out of town. I've been on tour with with a couple of different artists, and the movement is different. Even like the movement from like going to walkthroughs and doing shows at little venues like clubs. The movement is different, bro. Like I done seen shit. Like you can't even get close to like certain artists. Like, and the artists that I was around ain't worth 26 million a pop. You know what I'm saying? So I could only imagine. So I just find it hard, bro, that this dude can just slip into a party where you get checked for guns and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And fucking and nobody knew of this dude. Like this dude didn't have enough respect for MobTies or whatever the case. Like what? Like we'll figure it out later. But what the fuck compelled this dude to think that? You know what I'm saying? That he had to let his hammer go. What made him think it was gonna be all right?
Yeah. Let me play this. They got this some footage. They say he months to his arrest. Something he was on Instagram saying. Let me play this footage.
Go over your head, but what's understood? So you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood? So you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood? So you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring.
Let's talk about the follow the check. Where did that start?
DJing, like when I first like started strip club DJing, they was giving me only the nights that nobody else wanted, or the nights that wasn't popping. So like say back in the day, if a girl worked at Dreams, she didn't work at what other club? She didn't work at Fetish, or she didn't work at High Room.
Turn it up. That's as loud as it go.
But I know this. I personally can't believe that as a millionaire that the man was shooting dice down and flipped, went crazy because of that.
Yeah, so y'all see that. So y'all, you see what's going on.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. That kid Takeoff alone, just Takeoff alone by himself, he worth 26 million, 25 million, I think they said.
Yep.
So it just fucking, it's sad, bro. It's really sad. You know, I would rather have fucking heard, you know, they was in a shootout, motherfucker try to rob him or something, but for him to just lose his life like that, you know, some sucker shit sucks, bro. It really fucking sucks, because, you know, he would have changed the game into a lot of different things and opened up a lot of doors for a lot of new artists coming in, and he was really, you know, he really functional in that game, bro. Like, he really is helping people out, upcoming artists, you know, they really doing things out there. It's just sad to lose somebody to some sucker shit.
And you know, it's like I was saying earlier, though. I ain't gonna lie, though. I think like that man pulled out his gun allegedly, but he got locked up for it. And I do think the internet is the result of Lil Kim getting locked up. Too many times.
Yeah, remember before Yellow Hoodie, they was saying Migos Bands did it. Migos Bands killed son trying to shoot the Yellow Hoodie. You know what I mean?
Right. They did say that.
Crazy. Before that was on the same dude did. That shit was crazy. White Beat the Road talking about, Jay Prince got something to do with it. You see how he's acting and bro. Just. And he made a wrong about Cam got killed this morning. Yeah, they be doing the weird shit, but you know, it's fucked up, bro. That shit. Imagine they would have shot Jay Prince behind that shit. Imagine they would have shot Jay Prince or his father. Somebody would have got hurt behind that shit.
Shit sick. I'm even thinking like, damn, even targeting them guys, and you see like apparently his new his bond stipulation is that he gotta stay away from Jay Prince family, motherfucking Migos family, as well as Shakur family. So That's interesting, right?
That's very interesting. And fucking, listen, I'm a strong believer in, and allegedly, right? They're a music label. You know what I'm saying? MobTies are a music label. But anybody who's played in the streets as heavy as allegedly they are, gotta have some police ties. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't care how street you is. If you in the streets 10 or better years and you moving, you gotta have some police ties. Gotta be somebody that you know somewhere in there, a DA, or somebody that knows somebody who knows a DA, or Fred Prince beat the feds 12 times, man.
Yeah, and he been getting investigated by the feds since 1986. That's how many years, y'all? That was that 30, 36?
Damn, 36, yeah, 36,
34? Some shit like, no, yeah, 36. Wow. They said, who is Shakur? Y'all tell them who that is.
Championship boxer.
Exactly. He signed to J Prince Boxing, J Prince Junior, J Prince Senior Boxing. You know, he got like a boxing management, like how Floyd Mayweather got Mayweather and shit. He got that too.
He signed to J Prince.
Yeah, Floyd was signed to J Prince in the beginning. That's another thing there too, though. Whole lot of rumors behind that story. Maybe one day they'll come out in Floyd book and shit. I don't know. Because he the only one really ain't confirmed him.
Yeah, you gotta wait for the old tell-all.
Yeah.
For that one.
Shit and ran out. Statues and ran out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure though. I mean, somewhere along the lines, if J Prince is the man that they say that he is, along the lines somewhere, he got to be, pockets got to be getting tapped. I'm pretty sure, the way they be talking about how they got Drake under the wing, you know what I'm saying? They got to have Floyd under the wing somewhere. Like, a favor for a favor type thing.
People like this man didn't kill Takeoff. So y'all don't think. Let me play this footage again though. So this was like a couple of months ago. This came from DJ Pat Instagram. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this footage. Let me play this footage. If you ain't even new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Share this on Facebook and Twitter with a hashtag for me, gang. Let's get it. We got like 20 people on Clubhouse, 500 on YouTube. Let's get it, gang. Let's share this. Share this. Hit that like button.
Your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring.
Let's talk about the follow the check. Where did that start?
DJing, like when I first started strip club DJing, they was giving me only the nights that nobody else wanted, or the nights that wasn't popping. So like say back in the day, if a girl worked at Dreams, she didn't work at what other club? She didn't work at Fetish, or she didn't work at High Road.
Turn it up. That's allowed to go.
But I know this.
So y'all heard that. Yo, what's good? Somebody just entered the StreamYard.
What's up, Big Chuck?
Yo, what's good with it, family?
This is QI. I used to be a moderator and stuff, I was dropping them links and stuff. But what I wanted to say was that y'all are on point now. This is the most on point that anybody on YouTube or whatever has ever articulated. The thing is, you often hear people from Houston say, like how the Prince family ways are, their activities of Houston. And then the thing is, we often hear people talk about the Illuminati, but they don't realize, they be like the Illuminati. They thinking about some, like person that may not match your skin tone. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking at somebody who may match your skin tone. And then a lot of people say the music industry. They're also looking at somebody who does not match your skin tone. But a lot of times these people match our skin tones. And then a lot of people, I don't know what it is, but they want to overlook the fact that there are some Black elitists that are more concerned about their own family, their own selves than, the Black community as a whole. So that's something that we have to consider, like especially in terms of picking leaders, because like I've done a lot of research on history. And I found that it's either that people get greedy. Like a lot of times we pick leaders, they may be good initially, but then sometimes, when them offers be coming at you, when people be trying to get you to sell out, sometimes, think about yourself in that position. Sometimes it might be hard to not take, if somebody's saying, I'm gonna give you 100 billion to sell your people out. That's going to be a tough struggle. 100 billion. You know what I'm saying? So we've had a lot of leaders. The majority of our leaders have really been sellouts. It's been for their own personal gain. And that's the same situation right here, where a lot of this stuff, and then I'm not saying we should be concerned, because a lot of people are going to say, it don't have nothing to do with it. Yes, it does. Because stuff, what they say, stuff rolls down from the top. And so like it, and then they play us like we're ignorant. Just like a lot of the videos and stuff, that were put out to place a certain narrative, like to present a certain narrative that wasn't there. But anybody with real common sense know, okay, well, security has a right in a stand your own ground state to defend people or persons of interest, or like the security got the right to defend in Texas. That's the law. So that's why that person ain't arrested. They can't be arrested because that person had a right to do what they did under a threat. And then we have to know, like everybody was talking about PNB Rock, right? And then all of a sudden from PNB Rock, we found out what was going on down there, in LA. And so what happens down there in LA ain't too different from what sometimes happens in Houston. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people not looking at that like, a robbery. Like I feel like it's more charges than murder. I feel like it should be robbery, attempted robbery, or something. It's a lot of stuff that files before that. And then from the average commentary, I have not heard people I heard a few people, but a lot of times when these people do try to bring out these points, you can already tell who's been paid to keep the narrative a certain way, or to keep people ignorant and blind. Because they'll shut those people down.
What's your opinion though on like I don't know if you've been watching it, but like pretty much what's been going on since RP Takeoff, he lost his life that night. What narrative do you think that people's been trying to push?
The first narrative they ran from day one, that's with TMZ, right? They tried to pin Migos bands, but that's what I was just saying. Migos bands can never go down for this because he was like a security, whether he was official security or not, in a stand your own ground state. He was there, and he was defending the if Migo bands, it was several guns, several shooters, right? It was several guns, several shooters. So if one of those bullets did hit Takeoff, accident, we know it was an accident. And then we know that, like, the first question is, why did Migo Bands shoot his, who was the first shooter? And then if Migo Bands was the first shooter, why did he shoot first? What initiated this? Because all of that counts too, and people are not looking at that. Okay, so let me tell you my opinion. It was a trick play the whole time. It was a setup, but not the setup that people be saying it is. It was a money setup. It was an extortion. It was like they gambled on basketball, they gambled on bowling, and they gambled on dice. And then Quavo lost all 3 times. So Quavo, then Quavo was about to go, according to what I heard, he was about to leave. Then they ran out there. That's why it was in the alley in the first place. Because they ran out there like, no, not Quavo. That's why the conversation was basketball, bowling and dice. Because they want to get some more money. They want the trick, because it was trick dice. You know what I'm saying? It was they cheated the whole way around. You know how it goes. Like you come to my hood, we got this shit set up. We finna get like, hey, come on now. So that's what that was. That was a shakedown. So they had shook 7,000 or 70,000. I don't know the exact number, but they had shook some money out of Quavo. Quavo wasn't studying that money. Quavo was concerned about the disrespect, the fact that you hear you shaking down my pockets. That's why Quavo had that attitude. And then so when Quavo was like, I'm about to go, blah blah blah, and so then that's when that stuff kicked off. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a lot of videos that are missing, but it's one video of where y'all don't remember where Takeoff went to the jewelry store to get some jewelry cleaned and bought some pieces. Plus, let's think about if they were gambling, they had to have a sack of money. They had to have some money there. To lose $7,000, they weren't going back and forth to the bank. They weren't cash apping. So they had to have some money. All right. So it's one video where you clearly see a guy running to like a truck with that bag that Takeoff had. So it was a robbery. And I'm just putting it out there. I ain't no snitching, nothing like that, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And so, like everybody focused on the murder, but they not looking at the fact that it was murder and attempted murder, or murder and attempted murder, whatever else you was going to call it, because it was 2 additional people that was shot. Then they even say that Migo Bands was shot in the butt. There is pictures that show he had a bullet hole in his butt. Now, I don't blame him for not going to the hospital in Houston. I probably wouldn't either. No, if after all of that and figuring out that this was a setup and these people got this shit under lock. I mean, this stuff under lock the whole time.
Hey, somebody in the comments said that they know this man. He ain't robbing nobody.
Okay, so the situation with Lil Cam.
No, with DJ Pat.
I don't know DJ Pat. I'm new to this situation. I'm just saying that I don't think DJ Pat did it either. I feel like I know who did it. And I'm just going to say, pay attention to them videos. Why were certain people cut out the videos and who was cut out the video? Because, the video was creating a narrative.
Edited.
Yeah, edited. Cut out, edit. You know what I'm saying? You good. Yeah, me too. I do it too. But like it was that video, the way that video was strategically edited was to present a certain narrative. And the narrative that they presented is not the truth. And that's all I got to say, bro. Is there any other questions? Because I will tell you my opinion. And I'm going to say the truth. It's the truth. And then we all know it. It's like you from Chicago. People know it. But like, it's like this fear.
Your mic went out. Hey, y'all share this on Clubhouse. I'm about to open up this other room that's at the top. Hey, y'all go ahead and join over there. Breaking news, Takeoffs, death, bail set at 1 million. And he has to stay away from Jay Prince. So yeah. QI film. Thank you. QI film. Yeah, she got to probably come back up. You said that Merc Shorty phone. Yeah, something. Shit. She just went out. She just went right out, but she'll probably be right back. She'll probably be right back. Pat wasn't even arguing with when Quavo and Junior was. He was just standing there like everyone else. Oh yeah. Well, shit. I guess whoever they said it. Look, this is what they said in the press conference. They said that.
Okay, I found this on the web for he said.
Look, they said this in the press conference that they 30 people were standing outside, 30 plus people. They said they got the exact number, but they pretty much left the scene. Everybody left the scene. Since then, they've been running across a few witnesses and people who was there, but they still looking. So the people who probably came forward right now, shit, maybe they telling lies, man. Who knows? Maybe they telling lies. You know?
Hey, Chuck, when Shorty, you know what? Shorty said some things that raised some questions, right? Like, they locked Lil Cam up for a gun, but they didn't lock Migos Bands up for a gun. So is the DA like kind of picking and choosing who they want to lock up? And why are they picking and choosing who they want to lock up?
Well, she was saying that basically she said Migo Benz could have been considered security. So as long as his firearm was registered, he had the right to shoot. See, look, Kim, his situation is he was in possession of a firearm by felon. That's what he was charged with.
No, I thought Migo Bands was Migo Man isn't a manager or a road manager, something like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't think he's security.
It's possible. But like if you with your homie and they don't got no firearm on them, and you got yours on them, and somebody starts shooting at y'all, what you gonna do?
No, I'm gonna let on, but I would normally be he's supposed to be from Atlanta, right? He's in Texas with a gun.
Yeah, but they got that. Like my boy in Atlanta got that one card.
Playing with no gun unless you got a license.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's possible. You say he a manager, so like them guys, like in the South, bro, them guys they able to get their guns when they turn 18. So a lot of them they don't be having criminal records and they have legal firearms.
They said, buddy, they said Pat, he tried to get like a passport or some shit, or like a visa or some shit, shorty after the murder.
What?
Yeah, it's on CNN. If you read the article on CNN.com. Yeah. We seen that. Okay. They say he tried to get an expedited passport for itinerary to go to Mexico, and when they caught him, he had a large sum of cash on him as well. That shit crazy.
She was smart. He flew to Puerto Rico and then got on a boat. Stupid. Salute to the room.
What's up?
Yo, this is wild. Place to ping.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick reset. Good evening, y'all. Welcome to Dr. Call Chaser. Y'all following the greenhouse at the top.
This shit is wild, gang. I'm looking at it right now.
Also told him to stay away from Jay Prince. That was part of his bail situation, whatever the word is. Make sure you're following all the mods on the stage. Make sure you're following that one mic policy. Please ping up and share the room. And you can share the room more than once in the hallway. Thanks.
That's true. You can allegedly snitching on him.
I don't snitch him. I'm sorry. I just think that's what the people coming out with putting all these stories together here. They already said he was a murderer.
Everybody from Houston saying Pat, DJ Pat is like, he's not even like that. He's a good dude. They setting him up. They framing him. That's just crazy.
It wasn't it like multiple people shooting at the same time. Like, was most people shooting and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so like even if you're not like that, you want to protect them all about yourself. You don't know what, like you in a hostile situation, like so. It's like I might be a good person, but if I'm around with my friends and then motherfuckers start fighting and shit, and you know I'm not a fighter, I might start swinging. So you never know. Like he probably felt like his life was in danger, or the people he came with was in danger. So I mean, you never know. People, shit happen every day. Like life happens fast as a motherfucker. So we can't just sit up here and say, "Oh, he not like that." We don't know what the fuck he like behind closed doors. Shit, that motherfucker probably crazy as fuck.
Yeah, but it's people saying that he didn't even do it. He just get taking the rap. They just pinning it on him. That's what people saying. I don't know what's true, what's
And
not.
my thing is, them police officers not finna go pick him up because people framing him. They have to have evidence before they go pick that man up. It had to be something they found for him to. And then why would he be having all this money on him and getting a visa to go to Mexico? He can't do shit.
Yeah, but like I said, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's like you said, it's multiple people who involved. So if they really had evidence, they wouldn't just pick one person up. They would pick everybody involved up that was a part of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we don't know what they really know. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what's going on for real, but it don't make sense to me because, you know what I mean? Like you said, it's multiple people involved. Like, only one person getting arrested. We saw like two people on camera shooting back. Like we know they was returning fire. So, you know, I don't know, man. That's just crazy though, man.
Yeah, man. Like, it's wild. I just dropped the StreamYard link, y'all. Y'all can click that link and come on the stage. It's wild though, but at the end of the day, he could have see, people be going to Mexico around this time of year too. People be going on cruises and shit. Could just be that it was just one of them type of situations, where he he applied for a visa, but that is strange that they saying that. Strange that he got to stay away from all them folks. And they said that they got CC in that press conference we played. Salute. They said that basically they looking for more witnesses and shit. So, and they saying that the reason Lil Cam was charged with like pulling out a barrage a firearm is because he was on camera and witnesses said that he pulled it out and cocked it back. But from
so he's being charged for that, like some type of involvement with Takeoff.
Yeah,
that's his charges.
Yeah.
This the dude charged with the murder. DJ Pat is charged with Takeoff murder.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Little Cam his charges. We got arrested for them gun charges. That was for Branson the gun in that incident.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that was. I thought that was a separate situation. And oh wow, yeah, they run it down on him. That's just.
Hey, salute to the room. I want to clarify a few things. I'm actually from Houston, and I know who DJ Pat is. He's a strip club DJ on the east side out of Channelview. That guy is not a killer like that. The problem is on his indictment, it's not for murder. It's actually deadly conduct. If you read the document, it says deadly conduct. That means he was negligent. He didn't intend to kill Takeoff. It's possible that Lil Cam, one of them guys on that other side, started shooting. That guy was defending himself. So the indictment clearly says deadly conduct. That's a lesser charge than murder, but murder makes the headlines. That shit sounds good.
Right.
As far as that J Prince situation where he got to stay away from Junior, that shit sounds bad as shit. Somebody set this man up.
Yeah, you got to stay away from and Shakur.
Wow, so they got Jay Prince Jr. They might come down with a whole indictment. That's what it sounds like, man. It sounds like they about to, man. Listen, that sound crazy. That sound real crazy, man. But so he did get bail. So how much is his bail? $1 million. Damn. Did he post it? Can he post it? Is people posting it for him?
We don't know yet.
Nah, he'll probably end up with a bail reduction. Man, Harris County so bail friendly that by the time his attorneys go for that bail reduction hearing, that shit's gonna come down. He don't have no criminal history.
Mm.
Yeah. See, this is the problem.
So what people are saying in Houston is true then.
It kind of look crazy because, like, okay, you didn't turn yourself in, you didn't say, yo, this will happen or whatever the case may be. So, which I understand why not, because it's a street situation. He letting that shit play out. So, I don't know. That shit's crazy.
And I don't know how long you've been in his stats, but a nigga tried to run too, allegedly. They said he got a passport and shit. With itinerary to go to Mexico and shit. When they caught him, the nigga had a bunch of papers.
I can clear that up for you. Yo, that nigga ain't left Harris County, bro. That nigga was just fishing out in Channelview, catching bass fish about 2 weeks ago. He probably tried to run from Jay Prince and them. They probably trying to, he scared. He from the east side of Houston. Them niggas over there a little different. Them niggas over there a little different. They ain't running from them. Now I'm familiar with DJ Pat. I went to a few situations out there in Houston, and his name alone will pack a club up like 2,500 people in that motherfucker. So I've been in a situation. He went to Ebony Lounge out there in Houston. I don't know if you're familiar with that. No, I only know him from I-10 Cabaret and the other strip club right off from.
Yeah, that's what he said. Like, let me play this footage real quick because he actually kind of let people know what he do. Everybody mute up real quick.
Might go over your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring. So might go over your head, but what's understood, so you got to learn how to play your position or play a position. Because understand, it don't matter what position you play. If the team win, you get a championship ring.
Let's talk about the follow the check. Where did that start?
DJing, like when I first started strip club DJing, they was giving me only the nights that nobody else wanted, or the nights that wasn't popping. So like say back in the day, if a girl worked at Dreams, she didn't work at what other club? She didn't work at Fetish, or she didn't work at High Room.
Turn it up. That's as loud as it go.
But I know this.
Speak to Jay Prince family or Shakur Stevenson? Why can't he speak to Shakur Stevenson, the boxer?
I'm not sure. Like, I guess he's a part of their camp though. That's a fact. He's a part of their camp.
Shakur Stevenson is either being investigated or a person of interest that needs to be talked to.
Yep, that's it, bro. That's what they said. That's what they said in the paperwork. All those people are potential witnesses. You feel what I'm saying? Are they gonna cooperate with the police? But all those people was witnesses. They know all those people who he got to stay away from was them. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, because we were just trying to figure that out. And also, a lot of people don't think DJ Pat did it. Is that you all stance in this room as well, that he should just being a fall guy?
I mean, you with me with a question like that, I'm always gonna say a nigga not guilty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't with that rat shit. But it's like this. The shit look crazy because the nigga did try to get an expedited passport and all that old crazy shit. So I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. But like dude said, like that Devin dude said, from what he's saying with that paperwork, he's saying he ain't really charged with murder like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that charge, he was just saying that's some shit comparable to in Georgia is like involuntary manslaughter or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when you killed somebody but you didn't intend to. You feel me? Like it was an accident type shit.
Yeah, if you actually don't worry about what's in the news headlines, look at the indictment that's online. It clearly says deadly conduct, shooting into a group of people. See, he had no ill intentions to kill him. See, that other people were shooting, and hell, he's probably shooting back at them.
That shit just a real extreme, unfortunate situation, bro. That shit crazy.
Facts, man. Prayers up to his family, Takeoff family. Like, at the end of the day, Takeoff lost his life. And from what we've been hearing, like, even people that didn't know him, from what people was coming out and saying, dude was a good dude, man. Always good energy. You know what I'm saying? Always trying to help. I was looking at Icewear Vizzo. Wasn't that Icewear Vizzo who's on the Breakfast Club? He just dropped.
Yeah, he was just on the Breakfast Club recently.
Yeah, he said that Takeoff was the first person to hit him up, like doing like wanted to work with him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Way back. And then, he ended up getting signed to QC. So, he said Takeoff had hit him up, hollered at him about that, but they've been having a relationship for a long time. He said the same thing, that Takeoff was a good dude, and that's all I keep hearing. And then even in the press conference, they say that he wasn't shooting dice. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a firearm on him, and he was just an innocent bystander. Shit just unfortunate, family.
The crazy part to make the shit even more wild is DJ Pat used to have these open mic showcases, and it's a couple guys that's on the QC label, that's low name guys that performed years ago in like 2018 at the showcases.
Where was his showcases at? What artists you talking about?
Hold on. Hold on. Which one was this? The guy just got a song out with the baby. Lil Marlo. Yeah, that's it, Lil Marlo. They were doing this shit at Crazy Horse. Hey, how do I put it in the, I guess was the goo or whatever, so y'all can see it. I put it in the little chat, but I don't know how to pin shit up to the room. Hello?
Yeah, so it's the whole situation where they saying that, hold on, somebody put this in the comments, DJ shot him allegedly, but from what the chief of police said, it sounds like he didn't shoot Takeoff in cold blood. I think it was an accident, but he still got to do time. That's an interesting question, bro, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out. Right now is just that he been charged. They did use some different type of words while doing that press conference, and they was highlighting certain things, and I'm pretty sure it was done on purpose. So they got some more shit that's gonna come out when it come to that case.
Hey, Big Chuck, can I ask you something real quick?
Yo,
You think the industry should hold MobTies accountable for that? Because they always talk about checking in and all that shit.
no,
But now
no,
Migos left.
no, that shit, like, let's just say if we went off of what you just said, should they, you know what I'm saying, hold them accountable? If people thought that way, you know, that they should be held accountable. Like, they've been doing this shit in the industry and, you know, showing love to people that come to Houston for over 30 years. So if the situation with Takeoff was definitely unfortunate. You know, sometimes they recently tried to tie them to like the Duke the Driller situation. You know, but what I'm saying is we usually don't hear this type of stuff happening under their watch, you know, at their events. So, you know, some things just, you know, it's just gonna happen, man. You can't judge or or try to figure out what God got going on. You know what I'm saying? All that's planned. You feel me? But I don't think so though, bro. Just like if this was just ongoing over the years, over this 30 plus years, I would say probably yeah, but that ain't the situation here. You know, we rarely hear about this type of stuff happening under their watch. Unless, you know, I'm not from Houston. I'm from Chicago. So um if it's people that's in the comments, if y'all hear about shit like that happening, y'all put it in the comments. I don't know though. So I can't speak on it.
I'm from Houston. Yeah, that shit is unnecessary. They taking shit, man. People don't fuck with them like that. They respect the old man, but niggas don't fuck with Junior like that, man.
Didn't the black jeweler guy get killed around him a few months ago though?
Yeah. And this is what I mean. Like, this is like, you know what I mean? Like, the industry, like, you know what I mean? They put these guys as the forefront or the gatekeepers to certain shit, especially in Houston. And, you know, you check in, they're supposed to make sure shit right and whatnot, and shit go left. So that tells you right there, that checking stuff is, you know what I mean? You should check in with people you're familiar with. If not, just stick to business in and out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know their relationship, Takeoff and Amigos' relationship with MobTies. You know what I mean? So, and I don't know how that situation played out, like what happened for that to occur. But, you know, like you said, that's unfortunate, man. But, you know, that don't look good for MobTies, though, in my opinion. Because they act like they so tough. They act like they running that. And, you know, and y'all let like simple stuff like this, that was like senseless. It was like, that was just didn't make no sense. And 2 incidents occurred like that a month apart.
Bro, we live in some different times though, I tell you that, because you know, shit, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you know, rappers wasn't really being targeted to be murdered. You know, a lot of times these guys, they don't want, like, people like, oh, it's a robbery and all that. Like, I just don't believe it. A lot of times these people just want, like, that person dead. It don't even be about he getting robbed and it went different. Like with the PNB Rock situation, it's like, and these folks be wanting these people dead, man. And rappers right now being targeted. So
What you mean, like as far as like sacrificed?
no, they just like, it's some evil shit going out here, man. The energy that's in the world where, you know, individuals just like more so that they like they ain't feeling that particular person. You know what I'm saying? They want them out of here, bro. Like it might be their energy, something they did, or you know what I'm saying, something they highlighted, but like far as the way they moving in the industry or how much money they getting and how many shows when they come in these venues, the people reaction, you know, it's different variables when it come down to this evil shit that's going on in the world right now, bro. It's just a different time is what I'm trying to tell you. It's a different era.
But my thing, Chuck, is what would be the motive for them to just start shooting in the crowd like that? If Quavo was walking away, did they want to kill Quavo and Takeoff caught the bullets? Like,
Yeah, I'm not sure, but they, you know, even then they still haven't, like, we still haven't heard from the official's mouth direct that Quavo was even involved in the argument as well. You feel me? Like they just said on that press conference that Takeoff wasn't arguing. He wasn't shooting dice. He didn't have a firearm. But we don't know the facts yet when it comes down to Quavo. If he was the one arguing with someone, that's just rumors. You feel what I'm saying? We don't know for sure just yet. We gotta wait on that.
It's just unfortunate as fuck.
But can we agree from what we saw, it didn't seem that serious, like the argument or whatever they were talking about? Like, because that shit to me, when I saw the clips, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all pulling out guns for this? Like, damn. Like, I don't know. That's just. So when people do stuff like that, I be like, yo, that was your intentions the whole time. You've been wanting to, you know what I'm saying, do this to me. Because like for for us to have words and like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I ain't from out here and this leads to this, like you gripping on me?
Hey, you know what's crazy though? Let me like why I got this thought though, bro. I just see something that came to my mind when I read this comment on the chat, man. Y'all salute, man. Everybody on YouTube. We got like about 800 people in the building, man. Y'all share this on Facebook and Twitter with a hashtag, man. RP Takeoff, man. Prayers up to his family. We talking about this DJ Pat. It came out that he's been charged with the murder. They saying that, you know, it's more so like a negligence charge where we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this comment, they was like, man, they both gonna snitch. Cause a lot of people heard Lil Kim lawyer say that, you know, when they asked him the question, did he know who the killer was? And the lawyer said that, you know, Lil Kim, if that's something he want to do, they'll talk to the DA about it or something like that. So a lot of people took that as like, man, maybe he gonna snitch. And with this dude, I'm like, when I hear both, I'm like, well, so what's up with this dude? But this dude, they say he don't got no record. They say, shit, he ain't really into all that extra shit. So it is a chance that they probably charged him to get him to tell the full story what really took place at that night. You feel me? And he probably was in there one of the ones who was shooting them guns and loosely. Because you got to think, it's 30 people there. They saying it is 30 plus when it took place. So that's a lot of, man, there's probably a lot of people involved in this shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, come to think about it. Yeah, common sense moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was like a common sense moment, huh? Because that's what I'm thinking. Like, damn, you know what?
Man, because now it's getting real, big Chuck. You know what I mean? So now when they coming in, they like, yo, listen, I ain't had no parts of this.
Right. And then they can fill in them gaps. Because they saying that they got gaps. There's people out there, like when the 30 people, they saying it's 30 plus people that was on that location. They saying everybody left. And since then, they been coming across different individuals who's there that night who's saying what happened. But they said they also made mention of this that they are looking for the people who were there, and they rather them turn themselves in for they have to go looking for them. That's what they said on that press conference. So they definitely looking to fill them gaps in with, you know, somebody snitching, somebody who was really involved. And you know, I don't know, bro. Shit's wild, you know. But a lot of people, you know, especially across the internet these days, bro, it's when you got the concept of street, and when they hear about like an artist like Takeoff, he wasn't on that, bro. Like a lot of people want justice for Takeoff, bro. All throughout social media. So, and you know, that's all perception. So, you know, that's gonna be what gonna stick in history.
Yeah, but I really think though, Big Chuck, that MobTies got to be held accountable. The industry got to hold them accountable. This is for the simple fact that we praised y'all for all the wrong things, but you know what I'm saying. So now when stuff go left, like, come on, bro, like, how y'all didn't take care of that? Y'all can leave it in the streets and take care of it, or y'all can whatever. Y'all ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like no justice being served all around the board. No street justice or no regular justice. So if I was to take off family or friends, a loved one, I would be like, yo, hold up. Like, what's up? Like, it seemed like y'all part of the problem. It seemed like was this intentional now? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about somebody that's like mourning. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, hold up. Was this intentional? Like, how this happen? He just went out there to do business.
Yeah. That's why I say that. That's why I was just telling you about them evil ass spirits out there. Man, y'all better keep prayed up and shit, man, because I'm telling you, like, it's different. Because when I hear them stories and I read, like me being a blogger, bro, and I'm reading this shit, a lot of times them shits don't be about no damn robberies. The shits be about murder. You know, and a lot of times it sometimes be a lot of envy, you know, and them rappers, bro, they getting targeted right now, man. I hope this ain't gonna be the death of hip hop, where now the youth is looking at this and they like, oh hell no, I ain't finna be no damn rapper. I'ma die. You feel me? So, cause I do love hip hop, man. I love the way it in, you know, the different levels that it came from it. But we gotta stop that unless y'all want it to die off.
Yeah, Big Chuck. I definitely think it's like a spiritual warfare. You know what I mean? Like people don't even know what's going on, the sacrifices being made that people have no parts of, but you know, they fall victim. Like, because a lot of stuff we don't even like this, like you said, it don't even make sense why all these hip hop celebrity people was just dying out of nowhere. It's like it went from like once a year, twice a year to damn near like every month. Like we got somebody in the industry that holds some type of stature just dying for whatever, violence or natural cause, whatever, drug abuse, whatever.
Yeah, the lyrics. Yep. But that wasn't the case with Takeoff though. Like his lyrics wasn't like what people, how some of these rappers, like the drill rappers, you'll be like, oh damn, well they was saying all this. Like he wasn't on that. The boys was about getting some money. You know what I'm saying? Shit, living life, trying to inspire. So, but like they said on that press conference, man, like innocent bystander. It's crazy. Because rich or poor celebrities or not, no one is exempted from this evil energy. Exempt. Oh yeah, yeah. That's for sure. That's a fact. They need to interview all the people at the private property. The investigation is still pending. Everybody there is better talk to the police. Oh, that's what you saying, YB? What's the motive to shoot Takeoff? The motive they saying it wasn't like this wasn't it was an accident to shoot Takeoff. It was an accident. He wasn't the target. They saying he was an innocent bystander. He was just he wasn't gambling. He wasn't a part of the argument, as well as he didn't have a firearm on him. So yo QI salute. Clubhouse Shug, what up? Justice for Takeoff. Yeah, I've been seeing that hashtag. Who that? What you say?
What up to the room? Sorry about that.
Yo, Zah, what's good? What's good?
This is good. So y'all saying that the person who did this also was like was just like attending, like just got caught up as well? Or that's what's being said?
Yeah. Thought he was in attendance. Somebody got some rumors out there saying that he wasn't even invited, but I guess he ended up getting in there, and they charging him with the murder of Takeoff. But somebody came in here early and was saying that they read off the charges. It's like it's some sort of lesser charge for like more so, he didn't kill Takeoff in cold blood. It was more so an accident. But it's some more people that's gonna be involved in this shit because
Right.
30
It's
people.
gonna unfold probably more.
Yeah, it's gonna be some more people. But I was thinking, like with this dude, they say that he don't have a criminal history, he don't have a record. He did have a legal firearm apparently, but because they didn't say possession of a firearm by felon on that charge, so which means that shit, it is a chance that he might cooperate, and tell the full story of what really happened that night. So that's probably why they got at him first.
Yeah, I think that it's. I mean, obviously, Quavo was there. They were in attendance. So even if the whole family don't know and the whole city, each city doesn't know exactly what happened, do you think it eased the tension, at least perception from the public, knowing that this guy, I think if we remember the original story that this girl said, she said it was people fighting and it wasn't even them. Neither party, it wasn't MobTies and it wasn't Quavo on them. So it's funny how it happened. At least some of her statements sound true. Like she was saying it was someone else. So maybe they were having, I don't know. So do you think it's going to eat tension? Check your text messages, Chuck.
What'd you say, Zah?
Do you think I guess it's really public perception because Quavo was there, so they actually know probably what happened. Unless there was so much confusion, they don't really know. Do you think it might ease the tension and like the public perception, the MobTies and Migos or Atlanta situation? You think it changes the dynamic because they know who bullet hit him?
It could.
Allegedly, who bullet hit him?
Yeah.
Let me say that. We don't know.
Yeah, it could. It could. I don't know. It's just like this one of them. Like this case is going to be definitely one of them things that when shit come out, just listen to what come out. It's a lot of people that's gonna follow this case because again, it's people that really want justice for Takeoff. So that's gonna always be something until the end of it. Just like you seen with like the Nipsey Hussle, or you seen with like the Mo3 case or the Young Dolph. People gonna follow up on this shit. So again, man, unfortunate situation. RP Takeoff, but it's like it's so many variables. Like you talking 30 people at one location. You in Texas. A lot of people in Texas, that's like one of them states where they believe in having their firearms. You know what I'm saying? And some people would say it's a little bit more lax out there when it comes to it. But you got 30 people in the building. I'm pretty sure it's probably was a few guns that went off allegedly. It's probably a few.
Right, so I guess in that situation, if they got stand your ground laws, or you could defend yourself, if he wasn't a felon already. I didn't hear what he said the charges were, but
He getting charged with the murder, but it's like this though. Even though, let's just say that, even though he's still going to jail, even if he like the people that's there who shot their firearm, and even though they shit was registered, they going to jail too. That's why I say like they probably could have got him so he can tell what really happened and who he's seen, so they can put more and more together, because it probably was a lot of different shells on that ground from different guns. So the people that fired into that crowd and then report it, because that's another thing. You got a legal firearm, you supposed to report that shit. So they didn't report it and they left the scene, and this shit lingering on like this, and they had to spend tax dollars to investigate. They definitely gonna hit them with some time. It's gonna be some of it gonna be slap on the wrist, and they gonna some of them going, like a lot of, like most of them, probably 99% of them gonna lose their gun rights.
Right, and if it come out, I guess if somebody could still get charged with the top charge if they find that it's like one person caused that whole situation by shooting into the crowd, probably. Right, because I don't know if it's the same, but in most cases, whoever like is in a commission of a crime, and somebody dies, then they get the top charge. They get the charge usually. I mean, so somebody else might be charged, like you said.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, so it'll keep breaking news though for quite a while, until like I said, until it's over. Same thing, because like I said, when I heard that, I used to wear Vizzo when he said that Takeoff was one of the guys that hit him up in the beginning of his career and was rocking with him, and telling him to keep it moved, like keep going, trying to inspire him and shit. And he did just that. Then, right before Takeoff death, he gets signed to QC, and it's like full circle. What I'm saying, full circle. I think that type of shit is dope. That's good energy. And I heard plenty of other artists like 21 Savage was on academics, and he spoke on that same type of scenarios where every time he seen Takeoff, his spirits was high and he was showing love. You know what I'm saying? So people definitely gonna want justice for a person like that. You feel me?
And I wonder if they really do have, because I don't understand. I don't know. It's so much confusion. I don't know if people are going to be looking into a crowd to see exactly who did what. I mean, they can probably tell who did it first, but maybe they do have footage. So
Yeah, they said something about, like, they got some like on site video, like, which is CCTV, closed circuit, like on property cameras. They also got audio from different people who might have had their phones out, but they didn't they couldn't like see the video, like you couldn't see the video. They got a bunch of different shit, they said. But one thing I did notice though, they said they still looking for more information. They looking for people to come forward. And they said that they gonna be all them people that left that event and then talk to them. They said they either come forward or they gonna come looking for them. So I noticed they said certain words on that shit. And it makes sense. Because I was thinking the same thing before they even put that in the first press conference, where they was talking about how Houston is big on, entertainment. It's like Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? People come there. They got festivals. They got different type of events that take place inside of Houston, which brings revenue to the local businesses. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to never mess up that type of shit. So they was like, yeah, in the first press conference that they highlighted how this is an entertainment. They deal with these events all the time, and they definitely going to be trying to solve the murder. And you see what it's been 3 weeks. Some people thought it was like CSI or Law and Order. It was gonna get solved in an hour or a day, but these things take a long time. You see, YNW Melly, he been fighting his case almost 5 years, if not more than 5 years. Shit can take a long time. I used to think though that murder cases don't take no more than 3 years, but in the recent years, I have been wrong. I've seen shit go like people be fighting murder cases for 5 years, 4 years. I don't know. Maybe you know what? Probably was that COVID that did it. Set some cases back, threw off some years. You know what? That makes sense. Yo, Big Ant, what's good with you, family?
What's the deal, man? What's going down?
What's good, bro? You Houston, bro. You Houston. Like shout out Big Ant, urban politicians. Like y'all subscribe to my boy YouTube channel. But bro, how you feel about this? Like what the city, like what's the vibe in the city right now with this information that just came out?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got out the streets yet. I'm just getting in the streets now. But you know, people been hitting me and shit. And me knowing DJ Pat, I ain't never saw this type of energy.
Okay.
You know, I don't know. He's not like a friend or nothing like that, but I know him and he know me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So this ain't really like something I see him doing. So it's kind of like, I don't know, bro. But that shit really tricky, bro. That shit tricky. People out here really, it's gonna be hard for people to believe because this ain't what he was on. He was more of like the club DJ, the networking type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hosting parties and shit like that. And DJing at the strip clubs and shit. So it wasn't like, no, hey man, I'm gonna be in the mix getting into a shootout type shit. So it's like, damn, that shit crazy.
Yeah, they say, but you hear about the news that came out that said that he passionate.
Saw that. I actually said that shit in my video too. They said he went and bought a passport to go to Mexico, which tried to get there. Do what you do. You can book a flight and they'll speed it up to where you can get one in a couple days. Like, cause normally that passport process takes some weeks. But if you go try to get it, you can get it sped up if you have a flight booked already. So I guess they say he tried to get that bitch like expedited. That dude, that does look away with these type of circumstances. That looks away for sure. So there's more stuff to come out, man. The people being real tight-lipped, which that's how they do investigations for real. And that should be the key to people, man, to let people know, like, hey, nigga, the police investigate. They got the real shit. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't telling nobody nothing. Don't nobody know shit. You know what I'm saying? A nigga from Houston would have never thought DJ Pat would be getting arrested for that shit. And that's coming from a nigga who been in Houston. Like, you would never think you would see. And I saw DJ Pat on the video. When the video hit TMZ, you can see his face clearly on one of them videos. But I just looked at him like he was just a nigga at the party.
Oh, so you did see him on one of them videos?
Yeah, one of the ones on TMZ, he like right there. Like, you can see his face and everything.
Because a lot of people was in my comments early. They was like, they didn't see him on the video.
Oh no, he's on there. That's undeniable. He's on the video. This ain't no dry snitching shit. You could clearly see his face on the video. He was there. That ain't no snitching shit or nothing. He most definitely was there. Just like Shakir Stevenson was there, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if the police hollered at him, but he was there. Like, you can see him on the video clearly.
Yeah, they definitely hollered at him.
TMZ pointed him out though.
Yeah. You know they hollered at. And then I guess like his bail was he 500,000 or $1 million, but some of the terms is he got to stay away from like Takeoff family, Jay Prince and them family, the Prince family. Who else you said? Shakur Stevenson. He said he got to stay away from him too.
Who said he got a bail?
I think it was who was that? Fuchsia's.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't see. He did a video or he just posted? Yeah, that was Fuchsia's.
It's on the Instagram.
Oh, okay. It must be the news then. Because I was like, they gave that nigga a bail already?
Yeah, it's breaking.
But they did say it was yesterday, though.
Yeah, they said it was the evening, yesterday evening.
Yesterday. Yeah. And he got a bail quick than a motherfucker.
I mean, they really not supposed to be able to hold the nigga. But now they just said
But he was a flight risk. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
that's
They
wild.
said he was a flight risk. Oh no.
Somebody was in here earlier said though that county is lax, so they give a lot of people bills.
Harris County?
Yeah.
Shit, nigga, it just depends, nigga. They deny niggas bails just like anywhere else. Like, you do get a little bit of action.
That's my nigga. That my nigga. That nigga ain't do that shit, gang. Like real spill. Them niggas trying to pin some shit on my nigga, man. Fuck you. Nah, real spill. That shit crazy as hell.
You from Houston?
Yeah, I'm in Houston. Shit. That shit weird, bro. Them niggas better quit that shit before they had this shit erupted out here.
So what? Like how Houston, like where you from and shit in Houston, like how they feeling like with this news breaking right now? Because I know it's everywhere, right?
And Pat a known nigga. I'ma just say this. Pat got strip clubs and shit out here, bro. We known out here. We like this my close partner. So it's like we don't like. I'm gonna be real with you. This shit that they doing right here, bro. That shit ain't cool, bro. And I'm gonna be real. The niggas from Atlanta, bro. They niggas gotta take that case, man. He won that shot his own nigga. So shit, they gotta take that case instead of trying to find somebody in Houston to pin this shit on. Shit. They trying to pick up everybody in Houston, everybody around Houston for this dumbass case, bro. Shit, that shit dead and gone, man. They need to go and take the nigga that shot him, his own people, and handle that shit how they supposed to do that shit, bro. Quit trying to blame everybody around the shit.
The ballistics gonna be the thing that's gonna tell it all at the end of the day. Because if DJ Pat ain't shoot that nigga, bro, he coming home. You can't put the ballistics on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? They talking about they got it. That's why I say alleged. And he innocent till proven guilty. Because I don't see DJ Pat doing nothing like that.
Bro, this nigga on strip clubs, gang. This nigga got a whole successful strip club out here. The nigga got shit going on. He got motion out here. So why the fuck he gonna do that shit? That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. Like I said, that's why I say innocent until proven guilty. But like they arrested him for something, but it's gonna go down to the physical evidence. They say they got video and physical evidence. Now like I say, I wasn't there. I ain't seen the evidence. So that's why I say I stand firm on that innocent until proven guilty, because I didn't met him before and shit, been around him, had conversations with him, so I don't see him doing this type of shit. This ain't the character that he displayed me at all. So it's gonna come down to the physical evidence from day one. Just like, I had a full-fledged, and I gotta stop arguing with niggas. I had a full-fledged argument about the other little nigga they was blaming, Lil Cam. I'm like, bro, how y'all blaming this nigga from 10-second videos, my nigga? Like, come on,
everybody want to be fucking detectives and shit. Everybody want to be the nigga that solved the murder. Nigga, if you wanted to be that type of nigga, dog, you should have went to school to do this whole ass shit. Cause at the end of the day, these niggas, bro, this shit crazy that they trying to pin this shit on this man, bro. But everybody already know what happened, bro. If you was there, you know. Shit, I stay right across from that fucking whole ass building, bro. Everybody know what the fuck went down. Like, I know hoes that have talked about it around me. I know people that have talked about it around me. So at the end of the day, that shit, bro. So they need to handle that shit how it is, bro. Shit, before they start some shit up down here, bro. Like real shit, cause that shit ain't gonna end well. They gonna have that north side versus south side shit rolling back up again. Cause at the end of the day, we rock with Pat hard down here, bro. Like regardless of what it is, and they're gonna make Houston stop fucking with MobTies and all that shit all together.
Nah, that shit ain't finna kick no north side versus south side shit off again.
Man, that shit, hey, you gotta realize what it is, gang. You gotta realize it's a whole different, like, people don't understand. It's a whole different, like, jurisdiction over here on the south side, bro. Like, where I'm from, bro, I'm from Jurassic.
I fuck with Jurassic.
Like, it's a whole different wave, different from over. Like for real, like from what what MobTies and them say they run. You feel me? Shit, because personally, we feel like they just run fifth forward. I feel like they don't run.
But that's some opinion stuff, bro. Everybody don't feel that way, bro.
And that's how I feel. Bro, my daddy name keep Babin, bro.
You said I though, bro. That ain't how everybody feel, nigga. I know.
Man, niggas in South Park feel like that.
Niggas know, bro, that nigga they don't run shit in South Park, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's just some personal shit that probably you and a few peers might feel, but like, niggas know the real, bro. Don't know run H-time, nigga. This hoe too big, nigga.
Yeah, it's always from everything.
We know that shit. Nigga don't know nigga control. It's too much shit going on in Houston for one nigga to run. It's like how many hoods you think Houston got, bro? At least 100. Like, come on, probably more than that. Nigga, we got hoods inside of hoods. We got hoods inside of hoods. So it's like, bro, can't no one nigga control all this shit. So it's like that whole line there, bro, this ain't gonna divide nothing up at all, bro. It's just an unfortunate situation where we done lost a brother and 2 innocent people that got shot. And that's what needs to be avoided. But like I say, I'll say this. I want to see all the evidence before I pass my judgment on DJ Pat because of the fact, hey, the man that I met, I don't see him doing nothing like that. The man that I've talked to a few times, I don't see him doing that. So people blame this person, blame that person. We've heard 1,000 stories. We haven't seen none of the videos that they looking at. We wasn't in the ballistics room with them when they was firing the guns to see which gun did it. Now him going to the airport, keeping it 1,000, that does look like a shaky move. If that happened like that. If you're investigating and if you are doing the investigation, that is a red flag. I ain't gonna play dumb to that. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean he did it for sure.
If a nigga, I don't know, like, I done been in, like, cases, bro, and it's just been real. Like, and, nigga, it's, like, what if you got something going? Like, this nigga own businesses, so if this nigga want to fly or do something, that nigga can do that. Like, I don't know, I don't get this shit, bro. That shit just crazy as hell. I don't like this.
It's because he got the passport expedited. That's what it's about, bro. That's why I look like, okay, nigga, you trying to rush out this whole. All it, like I say, bro, I'm not blaming them, you know what I'm saying, at all, until they come with the real evidence. Because I don't believe in putting murders on niggas. Like, that's some despicable shit. And the internet just don't give a fuck. That's why they ran the nigga Lil Cam in the mud. And niggas still won't come out and say that he didn't do it. Even after the police said they not even charging him. And like the niggas that was dragging them, they still like making sure they keep him tied to it because they don't want to just say, you know what, we fucked up on the Lil Cam part.
Yeah, because they ran that nigga, but they finna have this man, like, they finna have that boy Blams out here, like, real spirit. Like, they plant, like, they don't get that, like, they put people in the front street, put them all on these newspapers and shit, and have real life niggas out here about to blame this man behind some dumbass shit that they don't got all the evidence for and shit like that. That's the type of shit. They gotta quit putting false narratives out here.
That's the game, though. That's the world we live in, man. The world fucked up. Don't nobody care. Got his man, they killed PNB Rock. They blamed the nigga Gal for a whole month.
And don't know.
If a nigga blame me, I'm gonna tell you 2 things I gotta look at niggas by. If a nigga blame me for a murder, and I done seen these people out here sex play niggas too. Anybody, that's me. Anybody play with me like that on the internet, I got to look at you. You gotta look at niggas like that, bro. Cause I don't know. I raised different, bro. I raised by some real, like, legit dudes, bro. Like, so it's like I can't play with people's names, bro, unless it's some real life evidence in my fucking face. You feel me? It can't go down like that. So how everybody else feel about this and up in here, man? Big Tuck, what you thinking, bro?
Like from what somebody told me, they had read off the charge. Like he's being charged for like basically it wasn't probably like second degree. It's probably gonna be like second degree murder or something like that because he didn't shoot him in cold blood, but he fired his firearm, something like that. But I'm thinking, bro, from what y'all saying, he a good dude, and you know they say that he don't have felonies. He ain't never been arrested. I'm thinking that they probably arrested him first, so he can tell him and fill him in on the information that they don't know. You know what I'm saying? And probably give him a lesser charge and charge the people who actually started the first shots with murder. That's what I'm thinking from what I'm seeing, but you know I could be wrong.
You know what they could be a possibility where they wanna question them about some shit for sure. For some reason, like I say, him of all niggas being there, he's on the video there, and niggas know he was there. So it's like, why would they pick him out of everybody? And they got an exact number of people that was there. If you heard the nigga say, he said the exact number. Like,
Yeah.
he said, we have an exact number. We're not going to put that out there, though.
Yeah, he said over 30 people, and we have an exact number though that we're not gonna put out there.
Then I don't know if people caught the FBI and the ATF got in this shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I ain't catch that. You know what? You right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we on this live that I'm doing, we definitely reviewed that and reacted to it, and yeah. But I know that they were saying that they gonna be looking for the rest of them people, and that them people should probably turn themselves in, or they gonna come looking for them. I thought that was interesting for them to say.
Shit, not when the feds involved. Once they said the feds was involved, I said, oh, this shit done got real.
Could be some bigger shit going on, right?
Man, who knows, bro? Who knows? This is a fucked up situation. And shit like this just got to get avoided, bro. Like, it just can't go down like this, dog. Because now we got niggas going. We got somebody that ain't never gone, you know. We got a brother gone. And on the other side, we got niggas getting locked up. Just gonna be gone. So it's like.
So, oh yeah, that's what I see. Y'all both. So y'all both probably can clear this question up for the internet since y'all both know him. Is he affiliated with MobTies?
Nope. They rock. Like I say, this business. Like he in the music business, but he is not a MobTies nothing.
That's what I said earlier. Like, because people were saying they seen him in pictures. I'm like, probably because MobTies rap a lot, been in the industry like 30 years. So you gonna see them at events. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got pictures with them.
Exactly. He is not MobTies. He's not MobTies. He a DJ, bro. He a DJ.
And I feel that it's very strategic and very intentional what they're doing. Because he may not even be, quote unquote, a serious suspect. He may be seen as a person of interest, but not a serious suspect, even though he's been charged with his murder. They probably want to get him inside, talk to him, see if they can walk him out, right, to get him to say something that will indicate to them who they should be looking at and what they should be looking into, versus him taking the full rap. If they're using him to get to something and somebody else more.
Yeah, that's what I said. That point right there, I believe that because if they saying that he don't got no record, everybody pretty much saying he a good dude in the city. He probably ain't on that gangster shit, and you know they trying to put that murder on him, and it was maybe something else that took place. I could see a person like that cooperating for sure. And that's probably why they got him first, so they can get everybody else. That's why it's gonna be some more arrests because 30 plus people, you know, at an event, and you talking about where I guess it's lax where they didn't, you know, they wasn't checking people for firearms or something like that, maybe, or it was just good faith. You know, you come, you know, everybody know not to be on that type of shit, and then that end up taking place. Like you talking, it probably was a lot of firearms in the building that probably got shot off. You feel me?
I want to ask y'all, did he have his court date yet? Did he
he hasn't been in court yet?
I think
Or was he just taking it to country?
I don't think so. I believe they said somebody got a court. Him or Lil Cam got a court here on Tuesday or something. But
Lil Cam already went to court.
okay, somebody got a court appearance on Tuesday. But they saying that he might have a bail though, set at $1 million.
Right, because he's no flight risk and he doesn't pose a threat to the community.
But they saying that he is a flight risk. They talking about that allegedly he was trying to get a passport and all this shit. Like,
Because I would do two things.
So he probably, you know what? That make a lot of sense. So he probably definitely corroborated it, because how you go from being a fucking flight risk to getting the bond? Because you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll leave it alone. But that makes sense right there to my mind.
Yeah, I would do two things. I would get a lawyer who is a former prosecutor or is a clerk, right? A former clerk to a federal judge. Why do I say this? You need a lawyer that's not just great at defense work, but really good at understanding and knowing and how to compile things. And calibrate your moves strategically, so you know what to address, what not to address. Who to call out, right? Who not to. It's basically playing the long game, but being very strategic with it. Like either get a former prosecutor that's now a defense attorney, or get a law clerk who clerks for a federal judge or a state judge, right? So you have insight as to what to do, how to do it, how to move. Oh, and a private investigator. A private investigator is also important for these type of cases too, because if this man doesn't have a criminal record, he doesn't have issues with nobody. He's an upstanding member of the community and a businessman. So him being dragged into this is vastly different from your run-of-the-mill normal suspect. Because if he goes from person of interest to now the one who did it, and now seen as the man that committed the offense, and people know that he's not capable of doing that, or they don't see him doing that. Now we could also say, it depends on the circumstances, right, that we find ourselves in, that will determine our moves and our decision making. But if based upon what the brother Brian said and what the brother Big said, he said, bro.
Hey, hold on.
If he has this reputation, then I don't think he should be dragged through the mud. I think he should fight this.
Yo, this shit crazy. So they said the reporters, they asked the officers, did Pat have a murder case in 2018? He said, I'm not answering that. Y'all heard that?
I heard that. I ain't know nothing about that. If he did, I ain't never hear about it or see about it.
So what they say? What just happened?
He said on that press conference, the reporters asked the officers, did Pat have a murder case in 2018? He said they said they not answering that.
Oh yeah, they did say that. I'm not sure if they said a murder case, but they did say something about him having a shooting case.
Nah, they in the other YouTube. There's someone in there that says that he knows him, another DJ, and he said that he just beat a murder case in 2018.
That's crazy.
And he said the reason why he went up there was because he was trying to get them to come to his strip club after that. And then the name of the strip club is like Fame. Flame is the name of the strip club.
Yeah, them niggas, they do that. They try to pull up to the spot. You need to pull up after and shit.
Wow. Well, everything is all alleged, y'all. Y'all can when everything comes out, we'll see what's going on. But the streets is definitely talking, man. This is definitely Probably going all through Houston right now, you know, with this news, especially they saying that dude was a part of the culture, you know, when it came to the strip clubs, him being a DJ. So I'm gonna end this live though. Salute. Appreciate everybody that came through on y'all way out. Share this on Facebook and Twitter for me with that hashtag. Y'all know what time it is. Death for the Cloud Chaser. Hit that like button. Get in them comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. We out.